What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video, and here we go for you guys today, man. When a predator realizes he's been caught. So I seen this video already. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen it as well, but there's still a lot of people that haven't seen it. And ever since I did see it, I couldn't stop thinking about this case because the details is just it's it goes past insanity at this point. But it's gonna be a sad one, and I think I'm gonna do like probably like 2 videos a week when it comes to true crime stuff, because I kind of want to like dip my toe into that a little bit more, because I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of just like questions when it comes to me watching it. So it's better to watch it with you guys than to actually watch it myself and like be met with all these questions that's not gonna have that I'm not gonna get answers to. So without further ado, man. Oh, and since I already seen this video, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna skip around so you guys can get the premise of what's about to happen, and what's gonna happen towards the end as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this video, guys. Let's do it. Let's go.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
In April of 2024, a community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois. Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests.
So you guys heard that, right? She has a condition where she can't speak, can't move, basically can't take care of herself. It's the easy way to put it. And, as you're about to see, when the guy appears, he did not care. He knew. He knew all of this already. He knew her condition. And he still decided to do what he did. But let's keep going.
Investigators with the Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Hello.
Hey.
Good, yes. Sheriff's Department.
Yes.
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So,
What have they
okay.
told you so far?
Matter of fact, let me speed through this part a little bit, just a little bit.
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
You okay? Take a
something
breath.
that, very serious happened.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
No, I really enjoy my job, and the fact that, sorry,
No, it's okay.
the thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100% aware. It's, sorry.
No, you're
I'm not
okay.
crying for myself. I'm upset for the rest.
It's okay.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in the rooms?
No,
or?
I mean, we are very, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I
harming
would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages. Investigators move on. Next meeting with former employee.
So guys, I guess for just for that, only in that area, usually only female staff care for female residents. I'm not sure if it's only in that area because I'm not familiar when it comes to those details, or when it comes to care workers, caretakers in general. But only female staff is supposed to take care of female residents.
A policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages. Investigators move on. Next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here?
Whatever you want.
How'd fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm fighting enough. The Golden Gloves
Trying to slow
tournament.
this
How'd it
down.
go?
I'm pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals, but I was right there, like I had him chicken legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man.
Rivalries in the amateur.
Man, this guy said I will see him again. Remember, this guy was on the thumbnail. He said I will see him again.
Legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man.
Rivalries in the amateur. Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to like, but definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was what they call it.
So remember, he wasn't one of the staff. He already quit. He already left because I guess he knew what was coming. I guess he knew that it was gonna lead back to him at some point. There's still gonna be a twist to the story, but for right now, I guess he quit because he knew something was going to lead, to this happening to him. So, but yeah, he said August, early September. He's somewhere in that area.
PSP,
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
the personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person,
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone like left early or like
Okay.
one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever
Gotcha.
managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody?
Look, he was with somebody 90% of the time. So what about that other 10%? Because there's still enough time to do what you was doing. There's still plenty of time to do that. What about that 10% that you're leaving out? What about that?
Anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like, another, especially a male employee? Anybody that you thought like this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
Chummy with anybody?
everybody, yeah.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby?
Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation,
Okay,
so I can't go into details about that.
okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have
Yeah,
Isaiah Fields?
that's who we just talked to.
That's who you just talked to.
Yeah,
He
who we
was
just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed.
That's another time when they mentioned his name, right? Because like I said, he wasn't working there. He wasn't working there anymore. But this employee still remembered his name for a certain reason. So he must have did something to tick him off, right? So he had to have did something while he was over there to tick him off. Something happened. Oh, man. This is insanity. Oh man. And there's so many cases like this that's similar to this situation. I said I was gonna skip around, but it's like I have to explain this because this, bro.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning to begin.
These chains hurt. Please, Lord Jesus, come to me. Please, Lord Jesus, never leave my side. Please don't leave me stranded, Lord Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue? Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff? So
I never got any, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
Okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long, what your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training, like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back home.
You're training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So she said that he would have never been alone, I guess, during that process of bathing them, cleaning them, things like that. So remember, this is out of his own words. He said that 90% of the time he was with somebody, but the 10% he was alone. So somebody messed up during that transition, no matter if it was like a shift of employees changing from, the time periods. Something happened to where it just wasn't, it wasn't clicking. Somebody was off their game, like throughout the time that he was getting trained.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or-
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
No, the water is running, or they have what is it called?
Like a faucet or a shower head.
So you basically sit not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can take it off and
Yes.
spray them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at some point at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So you were always with someone until you were considered an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees, with the residents or anything like that?
You're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that
Especially if he was a trainee, he's definitely not supposed to be left alone with the residents, with any of the residents. That's what she just said. They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents. The trainees. Let's go back.
You have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees, with the residents or anything like that?
You're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just don't really fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do we have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. It's like, there's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He would like face box some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad.
He will fake box the residents in a way that looked endangering, basically, is what she's saying. And if he was questioning, you know, like certain ways to do certain things, I want to know, like, how, like, what was his tone? How did he address the questions that he was asking? And she did say that he was a little bit odd when it came to, you know, when it came to him when he was doing his training. So I don't even think he made it. He didn't even make it. He was fired. So yeah, he didn't even make it to be an official employee. It sounds like halfway through he got fired. Halfway through, but so he didn't really get to do any job per se. He was in the beginning stage, and he couldn't even complete that stage. Bro, man. It's even worse breaking this down than actually just watching it all the way through. Oh, man.
Some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would look at the cameras, it would literally look like he was hitting her.
I should clarify, he never actually did.
No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's upsetting you? It's okay. I'm here to listen. If something's upsetting you, please let us know. We'll see what we can do to help. Just not really like anything in particular. Just life's not easy, you know. I know.
What do you mean life's not easy? There's so many other things that you could have did that didn't have to be this. Why go this route? Life couldn't have been that hard. Cause it seemed like he was doing boxing. Cause he talked about boxing before when he met him by his house. They was talking about boxing. So what are you talking about? What do you mean? Out of his own words, he knew. You guys are about to hear it at the end of the video, but he knew that she had this condition. He knew. And he still did it anyway. So life couldn't have been that hard. You had all these other things going for you. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure the people that was training you, there's several people that was training you, told you about her condition. And you did it between August 1st, somewhere around there, to September 5th. That's a long period of time. That's a little bit over a month, buddy.
That's all. Just life's not easy, you know. I know. That's all. I get life gives us some curveballs sometimes. It's 24 out of it. I've never had the guidance of a man. My father died when I was really young. Oh. I don't know. I've just never really had like proper guidance, you know.
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Take a breath. You're okay. Not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff, okay? But that's... It's tough. I'm sorry. Don't worry. It's okay. It takes a lot for you to sit here and allow yourself to have these feelings. You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think I'm doing within my best interest.
Well, you can tell they trying to remain calm, man. The investigators is trying to remain calm as best as they can. I mean, he's in chains. He can't do nothing, but you know, they trying to remain calm. Like, do you know how calm you got to remain in this situation? Knowing the details? He over here coming up with this sob story that obviously wasn't affecting him before, but now he wants to showcase it in front of everybody now. This is not going to save you. God is not going to save you. And this sob story is not going to save you. What was you thinking? Listen, and if there wasn't a baby involved, he would have got away with it. Just think about that. If there wasn't a baby involved, he would have got away with it. Because how else would anybody would have found out? Unless, surprisingly, there was a camera in one of the places he did it with between that month span period. That's if he was smart enough, but I doubt it. But it could have been overlooked. You never know. He wasn't even supposed to be alone with one of the residents, but somehow he was for over a month time. For over that timeline and over a little bit of over a month, he was alone. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Especially in front of people you don't know. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think it's within my best interest to get an attorney. All right, I can't answer any more questions then. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you...
Hey, there's
Go.
I'm gonna tell him this.
What's that?
I'm reading them tell.
Yeah, you tell him. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and you're the dad. I think.
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
Life is over.
Look, I told you, that's probably what he wasn't expecting. He probably knew he was going to get caught eventually. But he did not know that was going to pop up.
And the consequences he's facing.
Life is over. I'm such a idiot. Just give me the opportunity, Lord Jesus. I'm begging. I'm begging. Just give me one chance. That's all I have is give me one chance. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll do a military commitment. I'll donate all my money. I'll be homeless without a car. I'll do anything, God. Please. Please, just give me one more chance. Please. Please allow me a chance into this child's life. I'll be on sex offenders list.
You really think they was gonna allow you to be a father after all of this? You really think they was gonna let you be around that child?
I'll do anything, God. Please. Please, just give me one more chance. Please. Please allow me a chance into this child's life. I'll be on sex offenders list. Anything. Please don't make me spend years in jail. I'm begging.
Multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
Well, there you guys have it. This is what happens. And the thing about it is too, right? Let's say he did feel sorry. Let's say he actually did feel sorry, right? He didn't show those emotions until he got caught. He was doing it every single day, August to September. And then after he quit the job, he still was going about his life. He didn't care. He never cared. So no one cares what sob story you come up with. Well, guys, if you want to see more videos related to this, or just any oh my god, I can't talk. Wow. Any true crime stories that you want me to cover, please let me know. I will do it. I will see what it's about. This was more of a breakdown than a reaction, but I had to talk about this because this is, I couldn't like wrap my head around what I, when I first seen this video. I just couldn't believe it. Not to say like cases doesn't happen like this, but 22? You doing this at 22? Especially when you get into boxing and everything like that, and you like doing like your whole other thing. What? I just don't understand. Just why? What would be the reason? How does that make you feel good? I just don't understand why would that, how does that, like, what joy would you get out of that? Well, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this breakdown, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Go to my Patreon, follow all of my social media links in the description down below. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys, and I hope you guys are here to stay. But with that being said, you guys should already know this by now, but I'm out of here, guys.